Hey there. Some of you guys might know that I'm doing this thing called the DHT Challenge. DHT stands for Do Hard Things. And Hans, Florian, and I started this to motivate ourselves and hopefully to motivate other people to take on hard things. So, in addition to having a big challenge with a list of ultimately 220 challenges to accomplish during the year, we're putting out these weekly challenges. So these are things that have to be done within a given week. And this week's challenge that we made up was or is to meet two new people every day, and in addition to meeting two new people, to learn two things about them that are different than yourself and two things about them that are similar. So I've been doing that every day, pretty much, and often even more than two times, and it's been really great, super fun to meet people and get me out of my comfort zone to talk to people in places that maybe I wouldn't normally talk to them, and go in more depth than I would normally. And every conversation has been really great. Today, I don't know, I had a lot of driving to do and I was pretty tired for some reason. And I was on my way home back to Tahoe from the Bay Area. And I went into the local grocery store up here in Tahoe and I thought, oh man, this is my chance to meet two new people. And and it was really quiet in the grocery store. There wasn't a lot of energy in the grocery store, and I didn't have a lot of energy. And I thought, I don't know, maybe it's just not going to happen today because probably not going to. I'm going to go home and I have a lot of work to do, and I'm probably going to be a bit of a hermit today. And I'm just not feeling it. I just don't want to break into conversation and try and get two people to engage with me and and then of course I had the thought of, oh, that just sounds too hard. And as soon as I said that to myself, that sounds too hard, well, of course that's what this is all about, is doing hard things. So I put my stuff down and actually went back to the cashier that had checked me out. And I just went up to her and I told her what I was doing and I asked her if she'd be willing to talk and to me. And we got into a great conversation. Her name was Annie. And Annie actually has traveled to Greece, which I've never been to before. And her family's from Greece. And we talked about Greece and we talked about Paris and then somebody came up to be checked out and I didn't want to interfere with that, so I told her to go ahead and check him out, and he heard us talking and so he engaged in the conversation. And his name was Scott, and Scott is a retired international business lawyer, and he's traveled all over the world to gazillions of places I have never been to, and some I hadn't even heard of, and he lives in the area. So basically, I ended up standing there for about 20 minutes talking to these people. Um, and it was great. And I'm going to share their pictures. But I'm just so glad I got out of my comfort zone and I just did it. So I just wanted to share that with you. It was definitely rewarding, as doing hard things usually is. And and also just a little thought about why I like to do hard things. For me, one of the things that I really hold, that I value in my life, is to be able to have choice. You know, I'm pretty stubborn, and I really don't like it when anybody tells me what to do, and that includes when I tell myself what I can and cannot do, when my fear is basically dictating my actions. So I don't want my choices to be restricted because I'm afraid that I'm going to be uncomfortable, or because I'm afraid that somebody's not going to like me, or because I'm afraid that I won't succeed, or I'm afraid that I'll get embarrassed, or I don't want that to stop me. I want to have as many choices as I can, to do as much as I can with this life of mine. And so by doing hard things, I develop the skills and the practice and the strength within me to exercise my freedom of choice and to not be controlled by messages in my head about discomfort that I might feel, or what might happen if I take on this thing that I'm perceiving as being hard, and gosh, so often those things that I think are going to be hard, once I just surrender to it and I decide to do it, it ends up being easy. And that doesn't mean that it's not physically tasking, um, or mentally, but it just, the joy of actually, once I'm engaged, just ends up making it be wonderful. And yeah. So, anyways, I hope that's of interest to some of you, and I invite you to join the DHT Challenge on Instagram. You can follow us at DHT Challenge, and you can go to the website dhtchallenge.com, and you can join the site and get involved. We've got, I think, about 170 some odd challenges posted right now. And throughout the year, we're adding more challenges. And then every week, we're doing these weekly challenges. Last week was to do 220 sit ups, 220 squats every day for the entire week. That sit up one, that'll be coming later. And then, like I said, this week was to meet two new people every day, and find out information about them. One of the big challenges on our list for the year is to meet 2,020 new people. And but you don't need to kind of go in as far in depth as the challenge for this week did. So it's really great, and I'd really love to be doing the challenge with you. I hope you join up, and let me know what you think about what I shared. Bye.